start and enjoy. I start opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. It's a never-ending process. We can always carry more light. And when we have more light in our system, we also influence people around us, the area around us, the collective. So that's really good. And then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are the energies that create the main experience we're having. So within our system, of course, the experience is within the system, but when there are emotions, thoughts, energies playing out, it's always on the surface level, because otherwise we wouldn't experience it. And right now we don't need any surface energies. And in general, the longer we do this kind of work, the less surface energies are just gonna be there. And if there are some, we can just help them to move through really quickly. Because they always interfere, basically. Yeah, they interfere with this beautiful silence, this beautiful peace that's always there in our system. It's just behind the surface energies. So when there's a lot going on in your life, it doesn't mean that the peace is lost, the silence is lost. It's always there, just not experienced in that moment. And then I clear energies out of the mind. Also that more light can enter the mind level and less thoughts are created. Or even no thoughts. And if thoughts are created, then they are more in the background. They're not so disturbing. Then I open up the central energy channel. This is where life energies flow through the system. So life energy flows from the root to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right in all directions, and flows up again and so forth. So never-ending flow of beautiful life energy. And what we want is we want to have as much life energy flowing as possible. So all the stuck energies in our system, including the karma, so accumulated energies from this lifetime, karma and other energies, they use up life energy. And when we free life energy, meaning healing and clearing those other energies, yeah, then more life energy is available and more can flow. And we have a lot more energy just in the present moment for whatever we're doing in the present moment. And that makes such a big difference. We can accomplish a lot more. The body also has a lot more energy. And when we, let's say, create something with our hands or minds or whatever, it happens a lot faster as well. Then I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. Always when I open up the energy field more, the light enters deeper layers. And now I bring the light in even to a deeper layer. Then I open up the chakras, crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. And there is an energy present that helps to open up the system even more. So I see the energy basically, we already pulled it into deeper layers and it's opening up the system from within. So not just the like the more outer layers, but also the inside layers are being opened up right now. And to assist this, I open up the energy field even more. Bring in more light. I clear energies that prefer the limitation, the limited form of the human. So if we are still, if we still have the experience of separateness, so the small self, then this is like a tight little area compared to when the layers of this tight little area is gone, then is expansion into oneness. And there are certain energies that prefer tightness, that prefer they basically don't prefer the expansion. So I clear those energies. Energies that want to stay small and separate because it's safer, more convenient, it's already known, it's habitual as well. So I clear those energies. Parts of you that want to hide, that don't want to be seen, because these are also limitations. So certain parts don't want to reveal themselves, certain parts don't want to show themselves, don't want to basically come out to be worked on, to be cleared or integrated or whatever these parts need. Clear those barriers. Then energies, I'm not important, others are more important than I am, I'm like second fiddle, I'm not good enough. So all those energies, I clear those. And always when I clear those energies, right away more expansion is there, more light is entering. And these energies prevent from, I mean, there is a natural expansion happening anyways, right? So when you are connected to energies, there's a natural expansion. But when certain energies are being cleared, that kind of work against a little bit against the expansion, then it's happening a lot faster, more gradual, and so forth. Yeah, there are important energies to be cleared, so the energies that prefer to be separate. I'm going to go deeper into this one. It seems important. Yeah, so first there are past life influences. When we were looking or wanted to expand in past lives, and I see expansion on the human level and spiritually, then we experience very bad consequences because what we did wasn't wanted. Yeah, so I clear these past lives. So I'm just seeing one or two already one where a very spiritually open person got drowned because of being so open. Yeah, just to give one example, I heal these past lives. Yeah, and this message comes in: expansion, yes, spiritually, yes, absolutely. So this is what the energies are helping us with, but also on the human level. And expansion into who we really are, meaning this is what I basically always say, follow the joy, follow your personal highest truth. This is what expansion on the human level means. The energies of us are supporting this already as well. So I look into more past lives. Just clear a few more of those. Also cleared out of this life, because expansion on the human level, the system, does make a difference between the human level and the spiritual level. And I see specifically from childhood when we wanted to expand on that level, explore, experience, and when we weren't allowed. And the thing is, this is normal, right? So there's no one to blame, because certain things children are just not allowed. This is just how it is. But then they were prevented from expansion from their perspective. yeah, so I heal this and clear this as well. And then I clear energies where you did expand on the human level or spiritual level, and the experience of it was negative. Yeah, so I clear those. Yeah, and maybe you can feel it, but this natural curiosity is now coming back in or coming back alive in the system, because this is what's, I mean, it's not been taken, but it kind of died down a little bit. And this is very much there in children, right? It kind of lessens in adults. This is why. Then there's an energy coming in that is supporting this natural expansion. Spiritually and on the human level. I mean, it's not separate spiritual and human level. I just point this out, that you know what I'm working on. It's both the same. Then there are energies that are afraid of losing something. Just clear them. When you expand or put your attention to a different direction, or on something new, that you lose some things. I'm just clearing. And then when I look into opening up more, first energies I'm seeing right away is the being, opening up often is associated with opening up the heart to somebody you can love on a human level. And then there are energies that got hurt, pain. So on that level, I clear them. And this is why often the heart is not opening up, because of past experiences, or it's not so open yet. But that's also, of course, everything's very natural, but this is natural as well. Then opening up, there are energies that feel you need protection, or they need to protect you. That opening up, I don't know what information you, or what you think it is doing. I'm just clearing resistance to that. Opening up means, opening up means quite a lot. Is opening the system to more life energy, the flow of more life energy, to more high vibrational divine energies or other energies to come in. Also, that experiences in the present moment can move through a lot quicker. Also, when we look into healing and clearing, the energies we experience, we can move them through a lot quicker, or don't even have to experience them. Then we open up to possibilities which are already in our field. So I call it the potential possibilities. Everything is already there, opening up to that, and in general information to the in the field and more. So opening up means quite a lot. Yeah, and then of course the true nature can shine forward or shine through until it is fully forward in experience. So energies are present that are supporting this opening process, and at the same time energies are surfacing that prefers to stay closed or not open. Yeah, I clear more energies, so hard energies of pain around love. Then there is fear, that when you open, you're more vulnerable, also both human and spiritual level. Yes, it's, let's say, if the system is open, yes, everything that we are experiencing. So we cannot not experience anything any more than. So life becomes, the experience becomes more direct and, let's say, less manipulated by ourselves. So very direct experience. Yeah, there is fear that when we open, fear of other energies that could come in. Um, I'm just, this is just a small one, but I'm just gonna share it. It's really, where is our attention at? So if we are, let's say, seeking, or the attention is towards the true nature, light, love, truth, a whole different story if the attention is on low vibrational energies, then of course we can, low vibrational energies can be transmitted and high vibrational energies, but it's really exactly the same as, in our human life. When we are surrounded by more low vibrational energies, people, thoughts, emotions, then this is also our main experience. Or high vibrational ones, this is our main experience. So it's the same energetically and also in the world, in this 3D reality. So what we focus on is important, and this is what we get more of. This is just how it works. Then I see the system is open to certain things that it likes, that it prefers, that it, let's say, also knows, or that it feels comfortable with, but it's not open for things that are uncomfortable. And it doesn't mean, that uncomfortable things are there because we just remove these energies. It's just limiting energies from the past. So I clear them, energies that don't prefer what they don't prefer. Clear those. Then I help to open up the system even more. And then I also see certain areas of our system are being worked on because they're opened and expanded. Third eye chakra, back of the head, top of the head. So right now they are mostly working on the head. Then I see the system needs a little bit comfort to open up more and expand more. And this is, yes, one thing in meditation, but also in the human life. So this, yeah, first for this meditation, there's an energy coming in that brings more relaxation, and more feeling comfortable, a feeling of well-being, so that the system opens up and expands more as well. And on the human level, when are we the most open and expanded? When life just flows and we have followed the flow, and everything is working out in the best possible way, and it's kind of effortless, and we are in this mode of joy of existence or something like that, and we've basically just know everything is working out in the best possible way, there is full trust there and so forth. So then we are fully open, or the maximum amount open our system can get in our everyday life experience. And this is how you can bring it in. So when you are stressed, there is a lot of worries, fears, overthinking, doing things that are not good for you or for your body, emotionally body, and so forth. The system just naturally contracts. Not that it fully closes down, but it just contracts. But if you do things that you enjoy, that feel great for you, that feel right, truthful for you, then the system is automatically more relaxed, more open. And then the outcome of that is, of course, more energy is flowing, then life is experienced more as a flow and so forth. So this is what you can do on your end to support this process. Removing everything that's not good for you. And even though that there are a lot of energies and thoughts in your system that say, but you have to and you should, and everybody does that, and this is how it's supposed to be, get rid of these energies and these habits. They contract the system. And there is support for this coming in. So that it's easier for you to let things go, and also that it's easier for you to act on things that are good for you. And it's interesting because if your human life is unfolding in let's say, the best possible way in every present moment, right? Whatever that means. Also, spiritually, you are evolving in the best possible way because of the openness. More energies are coming in that really support you. Then, when we get up from the meditation in everyday life experience, again, to see more what's really important for you, what you prefer, what's truthful for you, what's joyful for you, and things that are not. And you might have mistaken a few things for being joyful, but they're actually not. And these are coming forward now, like this information is coming forward for you to see. Then I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. I clear more energies. They're surfacing that keep you separate, that keep you small, that, yeah, are separating you from who you really are, that are separating you from, let's just say this, the spiritual gifts or the spiritual powers you are having. Like, you already have them, everybody has them, they're just not seen because either we lost them, they're veiled, or we just never trained them. Yeah, so, but there are certain energies that are keeping them veiled, so I clear them. Then I clear energies. It's interesting what comes up. Yes, but I decided to be a separate individual when I incarnated. Yes, very true. But this is when you decided, when you incarnated, but now it's a different story. Clear those. Yeah, then I get, it's basically a question. How can I still experience this life through the human body if I'm not individual, but if I'm everything or the true nature? So there is like energies in the system that have this question, or um, that can't, that don't understand, and this is why they think it's not possible, or yeah, basically they think it's not possible. Clear them. More past life influences around being separate are coming up. But more around yeah, interesting. There are past lives where you already had the sense of oneness, or you felt connected to God, uh, saints, ascended masters, I don't know, something. Um, but there were people who didn't like the way you were experiencing this, or because you were communicating this. And so they made sure you knew you were this small, limited human in this body. Yeah. Again, with a lot of pain for the body. So I'm healing these past lives. More of them. I also see this in this lifetime. On the timeline, there were times or situations where somebody really wanted to stay you, that you stay small, or you stay, so people often mistake this as humble. So if somebody, let's say, has a lot of self-love, just an example, and then they're like, oh, this is such an egoistic person, this person should be humble, and then uh, saying things or treating the person in a way to make the person small and unimportant, stuff like that. So just similar situations. So I'm gonna clear them out of the timeline from this life. Okay, and so we mostly worked on the level of the human, of course, because on the level of the true nature, we're always whole, we're never separate. This is where everybody is here is exactly the same. So we're all the true nature, we're all this one existence. So on that level, there is just there's just isness or existence. And this understanding is now coming in. Okay, there are different layers to my experience, or to what I can experience, how I can experience myself. And yes, he needs a certain openness and expansion on the level of the human to be able to experience the true nature. But then when the true nature comes forward or is there for good, then nothing can interfere with that anymore. There can be still, healing, clearing, and so forth, but it's very different. Yeah, and then the word liberation is coming in, or the information being liberated from suffering. And I see also in the system that let's say the misunderstanding is there that we need to suffer because we're human, or because we are on the path of awakening, or for things that we have done in this life. So there's just a lot of misunderstandings around suffering. So I clear these energies that we have to suffer, that suffering is part of the human life experience, or of this reality, or of the path of awakening, that we have to experience suffering, that it's part of it, that we can't escape it, that everybody has to suffer, and that when we die, we can be free of suffering, or when we experience the true nature. And yes, this is also kind of true, or is also true, but it's also possible in this life to not have to suffer anymore. Clear these misunderstandings. And what's coming in now is it's a recognition for the system that it right away sees, okay, for example, this is a healing, this is a clearing, this is the information I'm getting, this is life, let's say, showing me something that I change the route, or walk a different path, that I turn away from certain things, so that the system gets a lot more sensitive and you understand it a lot better. Like already these subtle messages. just an example, because I'm getting it. For example, somebody should start meditating, okay, because it just would be very good for that person, and the spiritual path is going to start for this person soon. And life is already basically showing this person by sending it books about meditation. This person is ignoring it. Then somebody gifts him with a meditation course, is ignoring it, and so forth. This goes on for a few years, and then it is not really how it is, but kind of. So I'm just sharing. For example, life decides, okay, this person has to break a bone, the leg, so that the person sits at home and has nothing to do. And then suddenly the person starts meditating, and the spiritual path starts. And we already then get the message when it comes in the first time. So we don't have to, life doesn't have to tell us multiple times. And then eventually, let's say in a harsher way. And it's always basically we are telling ourselves this, or we're doing this to ourselves. We are creating these experiences because the main aim is spiritual awakening, so whatever it takes. But we're already so sensitive or so open that the first sign that comes in, the first information that comes in, is seen, is recognized, is understood. There are energies present right now that are supporting this, and they're working on our system for like a minute or two, just to integrate this. In the background, energies are being cleared that don't want to receive this information, or that is parts that are, let's say, blind to this information or deaf to this information. Parts that are ignoring it. These energies are being cleared. And this also helps so much. Often we have to move into, or most of the time, we have to be in a situation to fully understand how the situation feels, right? So we can't imagine it or think about it in a way, because it always has to be experienced. And there are also some people have to experience certain things in a very intense way to get it. And here it's really like, okay, we have a pool and it's very cold and we just need to stick our toe into the pool. We get the experience. Okay, we know it's very cold. We're not going to go for a swim, and that's enough. Versus we have to swim in it. So to get it. So that's all very, very helpful. Saves a lot of time, a lot of trouble, a lot of suffering, a lot of I'm not saying wasting time, because we never waste time, but spending time in experiences, yeah, to have the same understanding afterwards as only spending very small amount of time in these experiences. More efficient. We're more efficient. And now I pull the true nature forward. Into your main experience. What you can do is relax even more. Maybe you can feel how the energies are getting so much stronger. But it's really when the true nature comes forward, this is how the experience changes. And there is no sense of who you are, where you are, about your life up until now. Like all this, you can't sense these things anymore. And this is really how, when we experience the true nature for good, this is really how it is, even in our everyday life experience. We can't sense these things anymore because they're actually irrelevant and they're not who we really are. It's just stories. And we can't even sense them anymore. So we're always fully free of them. Even if you would try to make something up or to bring this back, like it wouldn't work. Yeah, and also when you sense, or you want to sense emotions or feel them, doesn't work. Feel into other people, um, or sense other people, doesn't work. Sensing things that are happening around the world or tuning into them, all these things just don't work anymore. Like even though you want it to, it doesn't work. Because everything is on that level exactly the same. So this is why you can't sense anything else. Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? So you're already fully in this experience. So let's sit with this in silence for the next 5 minutes, just that this experience can strengthen and your system can get used to it. Okay. We are finished.